Hello everybody, this is your old friend Henry here from Mid-Century Model Works. Y'all just gonna have to excuse me while I talk and do a little chowing down at the same time. What I'd like to talk to you today is concerning the Simpsonville Upstate show. Now, had a very good time. I'm not going to show my coverage because everybody and their brother has already put it out there, and so you're free to go see it on anybody's channel. Mark, Jess's, you got Brian, you got Fred Henry, all of them, but Matthew, he's covered it. So I'm not going to waste your time on that. But I did put an entry, well, 2 entries in. I put Liberace back in the show, but it was not the body that I wanted, because as you know, about 3 days before the show, I ended up spilling just about a half a bottle of Unicorn Tears, or the Mr. Hobby leveling thinner. Spilled that all over the body. All my decals, everything went kaput. So that's not in there, but no big deal. That ended up being a blessing in disguise, and I'll tell you why. Because when Liberace was sitting there on the table, met a young man. Most of y'all probably know him. I know you've heard Inman talk about him a bunch. Man's name was Hector Guadalupe. Well, he approaches me and says, "Come here, I got to show you something." And I said, "Okay." He said, "It's about this Liberace build." I'm thinking, okay, I know it's not perfect. I know it's got flaws. So what are you wanting to point out? He said, "Nah, it's not that." He said, "I want you to see this." And he takes out a light, I guess from his camera or whatever. I'm trying to think, yeah, because he didn't have a flashlight with him. He had his phone. He said, "You need a turntable and some lights sitting right here." He said, "It would work wonders with this body." And I'm like, holy cow. And folks, when he put the light on that thing was glimmering and dancing all over the place. So that body being destroyed ended up being a good thing, because now I'm going to go back and put it back just the way it was, with the old style jewels that I had on there. So watching that thing, the way the light hit it, man, I'm telling you. So that's not far away. Now, I'm going to show you another build here in just a little bit, as soon as I get done with my chow. But this one I did put in the show, my Cannonball, my takeoff of the Cannonball Run car. Only I did it, instead of the 79 Laguna, I did it as an 87 Grand National. So I'll show that to you. When I was getting ready to leave, Fred Henry comes up to the car and says, "I got something for you." And he hands me this. Lambo. So I'm thinking, what in the world am I going to do with a Lambo? I don't normally do exotic cars. It's not in my wheelhouse. So I will probably do this one box stock just because I don't know enough about them. But I think I can come up with something on that. But that's going to be a little later down the road. Because now that the show is over, I want to get on to my senior tribute build, which Mini Mike and I are doing the same vehicle. Oh heck, my mind's gone blank for a second here. Whatever, the hearse, the Boot Hill Express. Yeah, Mini Mike's doing one and I'm going to do one. I'm going to have a little bit of a different twist to it. I'm not going to graft anything, or I'm not going to chop anything. I'm going to build it just as it is. But it is going to have a little different. It's going to have a specific. There'll be certain elements on there you'll be able to pick out and recognize from certain other builders as part of a senior tribute. So stay tuned for that. Now, what else is up? I don't know. Just been working a lot, wide open, doing what I have to do. Oh yeah, we did go pick up Josh and bring him to the show, and it was nice to meet his wife and 2 kids. So we had a nice discussion on the way back here to the house. He spent the night in the guest bedroom. So, and we went up and had breakfast the next morning right before the show. Met everybody there: Fred, Brian, Mark Batson. Anyway, Amanda Batson, of course Josh was there. Am I leaving anybody out? I hope I'm not. Anyway, I suffer from CRS as I age. Anyway, what I want to talk about is the Simpsonville show. I thought it was a very good show. There were some things I didn't like about it. Some I did. It was, and there's something I need to touch on about this. Okay. The categories, I'm not complaining. I was happy with the outcome of it. Did I bring home any hardware? No, but I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's getting tougher, and that's a good thing. The reason I say that is because of YouTube right here. This right here in this community, you're making people better builders. And if you don't believe me, go to a show. You will see it for yourself. Not only is it affecting the older generations, but the stuff that the kids are putting out on these tables will blow you away. It's absolutely phenomenal. That, along with 3D printing, it's up in the game. Now, a lot of the categories are shrinking. Therefore, you've got more competition in certain groups. Because the venues, the prices, everything's going up. And the awards, the cost of these awards are going up. Everything's going up. So they got to make sacrifices somewhere. Okay? Does it suck? Yes. But we have to deal with it for now. So, the categories are getting bigger. I mean, they're getting reduced. So you're getting more influx. There's more, it's a little more crowded. So, congratulations to those that took home hardware. It was well deserved. Because I'm going to tell you something, folks. These builds at this show were absolutely phenomenal. I had a good build, or two. I had two good builds, but were they my best builds? No. Did I know that? Yes. So, I'm not complaining. So, and the judges, they had a tough job. It was a tough job. I cannot, you've seen the videos. Go watch Mark Batson's videos. Go watch Kelly Coons. Go watch, Matt Inman, Brian's, Fred's, Jess's. Anyway, the stuff on the table will blow you away. So, if you're going to enter competition, now you can build just for yourself, that's fine. Build a shelf, if you're going to do shelf queens, that's fine. But folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're building to enter competitions, you're going to have to up your game and not be disappointed when you don't win. I know I've said this a bunch, but it's true. So if you're really wanting that piece of hardware, you have got to up your game. You cannot have any flaws. You have got to check, double check, recheck your work. Make sure it's clean. Make sure it's precise. No scratches, no flaws, nothing. So, and do things, even then, you may still get looked over. It sucks, yes, I know it. But even then, you're still liable to get looked over. It's nothing personal. It's just the way it is. And another thing, if you've never judged at a show, talk to somebody. See what goes into judging. Learn to judge. Because when you judge, you learn what to look for, what little things to improve on. So, I've judged many competitions. Do I still get looked over? Yes. So, I mean, it's, but it also in the back of my mind, I know I didn't bring top-notch quality stuff. So, I'm not complaining. But if you're expecting to win, or you're on that A level, then you may still get looked over, and I'm sorry, but it may happen. It doesn't mean you're not a good builder. It just means that next model, it could be down to a paint blemish. It could be down to a wrinkle in a decal. It could be a scratch in the chrome. It could be anything. It doesn't mean you're a bad builder. It just means that next guy, unless you're Fred Henry and pay the judges, that next guy is just a smidge better. So, but anyway, to those that won, I say congratulations. And I met some new friends, like Hector Guadalupe. He didn't have to tell me, how to improve on my stuff, but he did, and I thank him for it. So now I know what to look for to kick it up a notch. So go to these shows, meet people, learn new things. And with that, I'm going to finish my breakfast here, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, folks, welcome back. Oh God, I ate too much. I got the meat sweats. All right. Before I get into showing this build, I want to do a quick little shout out to my buddy Brian over at Got Fuels Model Cars. A couple of weeks ago, a buddy of mine asked me for some engine parts, and I told him I would gladly be able to help him. And at the same time, the notes that I had vanished, and my printer, my 3D printer, went haywire, and I lost all my settings. I could not get those things back to save my life. So I reached out to my buddy Brian. I said, man, I know I'm going to be a pest, but I need you to help me get this thing back going again. He said, not a problem. I said, well, I'm probably going to ask a million questions. He said, that's what it's all about. So we worked through it. It took a little while, and I would send him photos of my failed prints, and he would look at it, and we would go through my settings, and he finally got me dialed back in, and now she's humming like a songbird, putting out really good prints. So, Mr. Brian, thank you, sir. I appreciate your help, and I really think that's what this community is all about. One folk helping another folk. So, and then if I can help somebody along the way, I'll be glad to do it. I still don't understand what it all means, but I'm learning. So now, let's get you turned, everything switched around, hunky-dory, hoo-da-da, and then we'll get on to this build right here. See you in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my version of Cannonball. It is it's a replica of the one in the Cannonball Run, except it was a 79 Laguna. I just used an 87 Grand National and replicated the decals. And this is from, if I'm not mistaken, I think I got these decals from MCW, because it came as a paint and decal combo, because it is for the 79 Laguna race car, which they mocked it up in Cannonball Run to mimic that race car. So let's take a look at her. Okay, I added the big flares to the sides here, and I added the old NASCAR style wheels. These are street tires. They do have treads on them. So, yeah. Yeah, they got treads. So, and I tinted the opera windows, and I also tinted the back glass. And I also taped up the front here. I tinted that, and then added the little Buick decal there. So that is, I sprayed the inside with all clad smoke. That's what that is. So, and I added the fender flares on the back, smoothed everything out, and let's see if we can get a close-up of the interior. Okay, there we go. Bye-bye. Bye-kaboo. Come on now. Focus, focus. Hocus pocus. Alrighty. But anyway, now to the goodie. Now watch it. Never wants to open up. There we go. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it good. Okay, we just have the V6 in here. Just a straight stock engine, but it is turbocharged. I did run my air conditioning line through there, and I did wire it, and gave it the little twist tie method. And she's got the boots on there. Some of this stuff I did not add wiring to because it would be hidden. But anyway, my coolant reservoir, I added the hose to that. And if we flip it around this way, you might see the shade. Half of the tank is green. Where it makes it look like it's got fluid in there. I added the brake lines. I even looked up the master cylinder to see the correct paint code and stuff on that. So it's got that faint yellow, dingy yellow looking thing, but it did have a black cover. And the cylinder itself was aluminum. So we have a mixture of paint colors here under the hood. Most of it is all clad. You've got some polished aluminum, some just flat aluminum, and I think there's a titanium in there somewhere. But anyway, that's her. And I put this on the table, and apparently it made babies cry. So with that being said, no, I'm just joking, y'all. That's no, there were really a lot of really great builds. So I was really happy to participate in the show. Had a good time. Met a lot of nice folks, and got to do catching up with old friends and new. So, all right, everybody. With that being said, hopefully it won't be another 2 months before I make another video. It's just I've got a hectic work schedule and work life, so it is what it is. I have to do what I got to do, but Anyway, that is her. I hope you enjoy it. So, until next time, y'all take care, and you do you. See you later. Bye-bye.